guys, it's Sarah. I'm just here and I'm going to talk to you about college interviews. So, as I've mentioned in my other videos, that my top two are Salem College and Converse College. And for both of those, I was invited to scholarship competitions. And, last weekend, I went to the one at Converse College in South Carolina, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the interview that I had, which is basically what the competition was, and just what to expect, or what, happened to me, and how I dealt with it. So, basically, I was a little nervous, but I wasn't too nervous because I was like, I'll just be myself and answer the questions and it'll be fine. Because I have, when you're at a college visit, you're constantly marketing yourself. You're constantly having to tell people what you want to major in and why you want to major in it, or why you're interested in coming, or what's your top school. Is this your top school? What other schools are you thinking about? Why have you thought about this? Why have you thought about that? Blah, 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 blah. So, I had been there. Here, that's better. I had been there, I went Friday morning, and I sat in on another class, because I sat in on a class once there, but I decided to sit on another one, and that was fun. And then I also then after that, I had free time, and that night, I spent the night on campus with a hostess, who is really nice, and, we played apples to apples with a bunch of other people who were hosting, and also some of her friends. So it was just really fun. I felt like I was part of it, and got to see how everyday life is. And then we went to this awesome place called Cookout, and it was just delicious. Yeah, I got a banana pudding milkshake. It was amazing. So if you live near a Cookout, because I know it's kind of like a chain. I don't know, it's not near where I live, but it's near Converse. So, definitely look it up and try it, because Cookout is amazing. So, yeah. And then after that, so I spent the night, and then I woke up the next day, and I, had a little brunch, well, not really brunch, kind of, a little ceremony thing at 10, where we were just eating and talking, and it was kind of like a cocktail party, but with breakfast foods. So, yeah. And, I talked to my admissions counselor, and, when I signed in, she told me what time my interview was, and so then after the interview time, I found out I was the first interview slot. Other people were getting interviewed at the same time, but I was one of the first. So, I just decided, it was hot in there, and I was sweating, and I was I'm getting nervous with all these people around. So I just decided to head on down to where I was going to interview. And luckily, I had been to that building before, twice actually, so just headed over there. And it was kind of cool, so it felt good, and it refreshed me, and it made me calm down. And I am religious, so I decided I would just pray, and I felt really calm after that, and I just said, just let me be myself and help me not to be nervous. And he really did, because when I got into the interview, about 25 minutes later, I just answered the questions, and instead of just saying yes or no, what I did was say okay, one of the first things they asked me was what is a quality that describes you, or something like that, or what's your best quality? And I said my personality, but I didn't just say my personality. I explained why I feel that my personality is my best quality. So I said my personality, because I explained how I was nominated for both most courteous and most opinionated, and how that's how I am. Like, I'm not afraid to speak up and share my opinion, but I also will listen to your side of the story and say thank you a million times. And I explained, like, the little story about my best friend's mom saying I'd have to get kicked out of a van if I if I said thank you one more time. Because I really do. I say thank you, like, all the time. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, I guess I just forget that I say it, and I don't want to not say it, so I just say it again and again and again. But whatever. And so, yeah. So that's basically what I did. And, like, I brought up my love for history and how it felt the first time I went to Colonial Williamsburg, and, like, felt like I was transformed back in there. And I talked about how I've been wanting to go to college in 2nd grade, and I talked about why I loved other cultures, and I talked about having exchange students and having friends on 3 continents and 5 countries. So I just made it about myself. Like, yes, they asked me kind of generic questions, but they, like, built off of my answers. So I just tried to give them the most information possible about myself instead of just short answers. Like, I wasn't, like, talking for hours, but you guys all know I love to ramble and talk. But, so that's what I would just suggest. Be yourself and don't give short answers. Like, give them more information about you, because they're trying to get to know you to see if you're the person that they want to give the money to. And it really comes down to your personality, because at least in this type of competition, because everyone had at least a 27 on their ACT and a 3.8 GPA. So we know that we're all relatively smart. So it's going to come down to the personalities. So I hope that I really, like, showed them my personality, and that's all I would suggest. And I'm going to another one in 2 weeks for Salem, and in a week I find out if I won any money from Converse. So I'll definitely let you guys know if I won anything. Ooh, my eye looks kind of lazy. But if I did win anything, you'll definitely hear from me. And if you don't hear from me, I most likely didn't win anything. But if you guys want to know about my other interview, I probably will, because that one involves, like, more. It's not just an interview. It's like a panel of student interview, and then another interview, and then it's also, like, you have to take a test, and I'm worried about that one. But anyway, so just be yourself, and good luck. Leave any request and comment below, and subscribe if you want to learn more about my college journey and things like that. So, bye.